earrings on. Today I'm going to put on one snake because it represents the Kundalini and wisdom, Sophia. And then I'm going to put on this Osiris because I don't even know why. It's the only one that's over. That's why. Let's see what comes out today. I can feel the energy. Like today, it's going to be very important to take your time. It is going to be very important to not, like, who put you in a rush. It's going to be very important for you to understand that you can take a breath, that you can take your time, that, I mean, the energy that I feel is like, it's like rush, like it wants me to rush. And then when the energy comes over me and it's like rush, then all of a sudden I don't feel like it, right? Whatever it is, right? So you have to be aware that you get to take your time because the energy is that of you don't have time or you're running out of time. I always tell y'all, God don't give us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of sound mind. And those energies that come in you, that I feel like they happen so often that people don't generally think of them as spiritual warfare. That is exactly what it is. When you wake up in the morning and you went to and you slept, right? You slept and you feel like you should be restful, but for whatever reason you don't. And the general feeling is I don't feel like it. And it could be so many mixed emotions within that hodgepodge or that gumbo of soup of I don't feel like it, but that shit is not coming from within you because you have plans. You have goals. You following a consistent outline in order to achieve something. So where is this interruption coming in at? And when you take the time to, number one, notice the interruption. And then identify that the interruption is not coming from within you. It's not really, because if it's really how you feel, then you need to rest. And there's nothing wrong with rest because we just talked about you not in a rush, right? So if it's coming from within you, you feel it and you say, no, I really do need some time, then you take that time. But if you feel the energy and you say, no, I want to chase my dreams. I want to go after my goals. I want to be disciplined today. Today I want to show up for myself. And you still feel that energetic sit down, quit, give up. You're not going to make it. You're not good enough. This isn't going to happen. You still feel that energy. You know it's not coming from you. Okay, I was going to use this Angel Wisdom deck starting off. I've been sometimes I get bored with my decks and I need to switch it up. So let's see what comes out of this. Angels, okay, I'm going to let you know now. I'm turning everything up right because it's going in every which direction. And everything is going to be upright. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, see us walk the highest path for the greatest good, which is the divine collective being to know most. Give us a message from the angels. What do you need to know most to walk your highest path for your greatest good? Thank you. The Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles energy. A windfall of this card has been on repeat. Ace of Pentacles, three of Cups. I've been seeing it a lot. Ace of Pentacles is opportunities for expansion and abundance. Moving toward, you see this lady, he's on down the road. He's on down the road. You see the yellow brick road? He's on down that motherfucker. So a windfall of abundance, opportunities for expansion and growth. You're down with OPP, yeah, you know me. These are opportunities. It could also be ops though, right? Like Three of Cups comes up a lot with this card, and it's reunions, reciprocations, restorations. So it could be an opportunity for you to restore yourself, an opportunity to rest. It could be you energetically not realizing that you have this opportunity, feeling like you have to grind, feeling like the only way is to grind and you needing to take a rest. It could be the exact opposite depending on where you are on the spectrum. Hey, didn't you get some rest? Are you still feeling energetically like you need to grind? Where is that coming from? The Magician card energy is out here. So we got a 1-1 angel number energy is out here. This card says, magic is alive in your life. What you need to be successful will manifest if you believe you can do it. 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, Magician card, 10 of Pentacles. So you got a 1-1-1-0. like a binary code type of energy that's showing up here with another one, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. I like this energy. The Ace of Cups is about pressed down, shaken together, and running over shall it be given unto you. It's coming from a divine hand and a divine mind. And it also feels like given. The magician card is out here, so that means it's a possession or something that's already within you. So like you might be in your mind where you feel like you're looking for something, or you think something outside of yourself. Three of Cups, someone outside of yourself is going to create something or do something that really you're supposed to be doing. That's what this feels like. Empress energy is out here. You know, expansion. 1 + 1 = 3 with the Empress energy and the Two of Swords. But there's a lot of hesitancy. And energetically, to me, it feels like not believing in yourself. Novice, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. I'm new. I just started this, but it's like lack of believing in the capacity that you have. Ace of Pentacles, Magician, Ace of Cups. You can do this. The Awakening card, energies out here, or the Hangman in reverse, right? So it's a lot of hesitancy. There's a lot of stagnancy. There's a lot of stuck energy. The reason why is because you think you need something outside of yourself. You try to start 10 steps ahead. In your mind, you might say, I can't start this project because I'm going to need blah, blah, blah in 3 months. But you don't need blah, blah, blah right now. Right now, you can start. Right now, you can start writing the book. You can start drawing the pictures. You can start, right? You say, well, I don't know how I'm going to get it published. You say, well, I don't know how I'm going to get to the studio to record the song. You say, well, I don't know how I'm going to get the tools and the wood that I need to build what I want to build. Bitch, you too far ahead. Right now, build the blueprint. Come up with the blueprint. And when you take one step, that's what this is about, baby. When you take one step, you giving God the opportunity to take 10 more behind you. Remember in the beginning we had them 1-1s. It was 1-1-1-0. When you take one step, you give God the opportunity to take 10 steps behind you. But my mom used to say, cross that bridge when you get there. In life, you can say, I want to do this, but I feel like I don't have this and that's going to stop me. Yeah, but that will stop you if you consistently don't have that. But right now, if you start to work, like build momentum. Build momentum. Building momentum has been like the phrase of the week, like a snowball effect, right? Like, no, a little bitty snowball is not going to cause no devastation to a town at the bottom of the mountain. But if that snowball begins to roll down from the peak of the mountain and it collects and gathers snow as it rolls down the mountain, by the time you get to that end of that mountain, what it's going to do? It's going to cause an avalanche and could completely bury the town in the valley, right? And that's what this is. You feel like, I don't have this. I'm not big enough. I don't have enough resources is what it feels like to me energetically. I don't have enough money. I'm going to need a car. I'm going to need a tool. I need a laptop. I need an iPad. I need whatever the fuck it is. You can start right now. Right now, you can start with a pencil. You can start right now with just, if you in your mind, you say, let me just outline it. Let me just say, this is how I want to do it. This is the way I want to, this is who I want to work with. This is where I want it to be. Let me just pontificate. You can start right now. That's what's on this board. And then you'll build momentum. 10 of Wands energy is out here. But trying to do it all at once. Trying to do it all at once. And then not only are you trying to do it all at once, but you're trying to do what you need to do for you, and you trying to carry other people's burdens. 1-1-1-1-0-1-0, right? The Empress is 1 + 1 = 3, right? Not only are you trying to do everything that you need to do in your life, but you're trying to carry other people's burdens too. And also you're trying to do it all at once. Meaning that if you see these 10 of Wands, you see the 10 of Wands in other cards, you see one person carrying 10 Wands. When a more intelligent thing to do will be carry 2 at a time. Carry 3 at a time. Hell, carry 5 at a time. But trying to carry to all 10 of them at once don't make no sense. Do it in this type of energy. You trying to take the whole trip. You trying to travel the whole excursion in one step. And it's one step at a time, baby. And when you get to that bridge, you don't worry about the toll. If you haven't made it to the bridge yet, you worry about the toll. And when you get to the bridge, that's what I'm tapped into. The moon card energy is out here. Why? Because you don't know what God got for you. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. What you do know is that God wants to bless you. There are things that are coming towards you that you haven't put hands on yet. It's people that's talking about you that you don't even know their name yet. It's opportunity that's coming towards you, and you didn't even put it in an application, baby. So give God the space and opportunity. Give God the space and opportunity to perform a miracle. Do y'all know miracles still happen? Y'all know miracles still happen every day, but they happen for people who make room. Man, how you got in that concert? You ain't have no ticket. I showed up. I went to the concert. Hell, I tried. You make room for the miracle to happen. How did you meet that famous person? Hell, I went to their office. I called them. I emailed them. How you got them people to send you that for your graduation? I sent them a graduation invitation. I made room for the miracle to happen. I believed in the miracle, so I say, let me create this space, and this way my miracle gonna sit right here. Rather than saying, I can't do it because I don't have a miracle. No, let me make this space for this miracle to sit in right here. Now, God, go ahead and make the cheat go. You know what Jesus like to do? He like to turn water into wine. You know how Jesus like to do? Jesus like to turn water into wine, but you know what you gotta do? You gotta give Jesus that water. You gotta give Jesus the water that you got so they can turn into wine. Huh? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. If you think about it, the Most High been turning your water into wine for years. Ever grateful for the opportunity? Years. Literally years. You couldn't walk. You ain't even know how to use the bathroom. Somebody had to teach you that. Yeah, all that. Miracles. Make room for the miracles to happen. God been turning your water into wine for years now. Now give him the opportunity in this matter, in this situation, in this circumstance. Make room for the miracle. Don't feel like you have to do it all at once. Let it build momentum. The letter M showing up significantly. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Let's get some more messages for the collective. Thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Your time is a very precious resource. Something that you don't easily get back. So every moment that we exchange with one another, I want you to know that I appreciate you. And I hope I'm saying something that helps. You would literally be surprised of how many people are watching you, how many people support you, maybe even people who just watching you and consuming you and really feel like whatever this is that you're doing, you're really, really good at what you do. You would be floored. I am so grateful for each and every opportunity that you give me to share this gift. It is my pleasure. It sincerely is. You can ask around about me, though. If I ain't want to do it, I wouldn't. You can ask about me. If you know somebody that know me, ask and say, if she ain't want to do it, would she do it? They're like, hell no. They gonna say, not the version I know. Not the version I know. I really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you. I really like. Tamia been coming up a lot. Tamia, Eric Benet, but Tamia been coming up a lot. Karmic friends energy is out here with into you. Good chemistry, great vibes. It's like the energy is you traumatized. Like, get out of my business. But it is, though. It's hard for you to recognize good shit because you've been through so much bullshit that now that good shit is coming to you, you're a bit skeptical. I was just saying, there's some people that's watching you. It's some people that's observing you. There are some people who adore you, and they don't want nothing from you. Like, it's not like you know them from the past, and there was some type of fallout, and then now they're trying to come back. No. These are people who just happen to come upon your work, come upon your creativity, like happen to come upon your social media, and they like what they see. Is this type of energy, but you've been traumatized. There have been so many people who like pretended to care, pretended to love you, or can I say that because of how you grew up and the environment that you grew up in, you really couldn't identify people, like bully, any type of attention seems like affection, respectfully, any type of attention seemed like affection, and so then people gave you attention and you thought it was love, and so now people are giving you attention from real affection, and it's hard for you to identify. We healing. We works in progress, right? I feel like I get jiggy with this shit too. You got karmic, you got a lot of success happening in your life at this time. Karmics reaching out to you from fake accounts, people trying to spin the block, but at the same time, this is energy to me is opening new portals. This is a revolving door, and I could definitely understand why you want that bitch locked and deadbolted. You get what I'm saying? But this right here, this is a new opportunity. And so it's like they talking to me about doors. And they talking to me about fences. And they saying it like sometimes you want to lock and deadbolt a door or build a fence. And you hope that building this fence will keep certain things out. And that it will protect you from certain entities and energies, the ones that have been, hoard, like showing me zombies, right? Attacking you like a horde of zombies attacking one space for years, right? But them same fences that you build to keep shit out, and them same doors that you push shit up, that you put up to keep you safe, keep you trapped. That's what's on this board. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. You don't take into account the fact that you've learned. It's like Meet the Crudes. You remember the dude on Meet the Crudes? He'll be like, you know what, it's dangerous out there, so let's just stay in this cave. Last time that thing was dangerous, stay the fuck away from it. The only thing that's safe is staying in this cave, right? Remember that? The other guy, I don't know if he was like supposed to be representing Homo sapien, and then the other guy was a Homo Magnus or whatever it is like that. But that's what I told myself in my mind's eye. Anyway, he was like, no, well, you learn, you learn, right? And that's what this feels like. You've taught yourself to just not deal with it at all. Danger. You put a big red danger sticker on shit. Danger. Friendship. Danger. Relationship. Danger. Being vulnerable. Danger. Not telling yourself, let me learn how to do it. Let me learn how to have true friendship, healthy friendship. Let me learn how to identify healthy relationships. Let me learn how to show up in environment, in community. No, it would hurt you before. Danger. No participating in it anymore. And it's time for you to grow. Like what God has for you, it is for you. Your genetic makeup is your genetic makeup. You got codes. We've been talking a lot about binary codes. There are codes inside of you. And you're growing. Your leaves are blooming. And that's what's coming up right now. Some of the things that you've identified as dangerous, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Some of the things that you've identified as dangerous, you completely put an X on it. You exiling it. But the fences and the walls that you build is keeping you pent up. You need to identify the wolves in sheep clothing. Why? So you can stay away from the wolves. Not so that you can't surround yourself with your sheep, with your herd. Does that make sense? Is what I'm saying. How do you tell a wolf in sheep's clothing? Well, shit. If you see a wolf, what big teeth you have, what big eyes you have, right? You look at the bottom of that motherfucking at their feet and you see paws coming out, bitch. That's not a lamb, right? And then you learn that. You say, okay, I know that if I see a lamb and they got paws, that's a wolf, and I shouldn't make that person my friend. But all of these other lambs and sheep and goats and rams, they are valuable opportunities for connection because they got hooves. This is what I'm tapping into, but you're not like giving yourself. It's like you're not learning. Does that make sense? 725 angel number. Sevens are about enlightenment. The experiences, there are no losses, only lessons. That's what this is. It feels like a loss, right? You got me. They got you, right? It's not a loss. It's a lesson. It's something for you to take notes on. Take proverbial notes on. And so when you go into you give yourself permission to go into another situation, another instance where you're seeking connection or you're seeking partnership or support in some way, and you look for those identifying markers. Does this sheep have paws? And if not, you go forward. Perhaps you'll learn more about dangerous and treacherous people, but perhaps you'll find somebody that's safe. But you can't completely fence yourself in and completely put up all of these doors, because what you telling yourself is keeping you safe is trapping you. What you're telling yourself is keeping you safe is really keeping you trapped. All of the experiences that life is meant, you're meant to live, you're meant to love, you're meant to laugh, right? Not the wall art, not the kitchen wall shit. You're meant to live. You meant to live, you meant to laugh, you meant to love, but building these walls and these fences are keeping you locked in. Listen, Linda, because you probably ignore me like, I don't want to hear that shit, girl, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Say, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Listen, Linda. You talk all the time about what it is that you desire and what you manifest. You could probably even complain about the state of the world. Why there's not enough community, why there's not enough family, why there's not enough tribe. But then when it comes down time for you to take down the fences and take down the walls and be chief, chief of the tribe, you don't want to do that though. Sometimes the obstacle is the path. The obstacle is the opportunity, right? And so you see all of these problems in the world and you feel like there's nothing that can be done about it. But maybe it's nothing that nobody else can do about it. It's something for you to do. So there are no losses, only lessons. Be careful that the fences and the walls that you're putting up don't become a trap. This is what I'm tapped into. Give me some more energy. Fake flexing is out here, right? Because I really feel like you pretend to be okay. 727 angel number. You pretend like it doesn't bother you. Scarcity tactics energy is out here with shine. But knowing that like this lower vibrational entity or energy, you know how they say we're pawns on a chessboard, is having so much control in your life, in the lives of the people around you that would be tribe and would be community, is probably something that you're supposed to pastor. We've been talking a lot about sheeps, a lot about pastors, and I just really feel like the problem that you see is blind and is invisible to everybody else because it's one that you're supposed to find the solution to. The problem that you see is invisible to everybody else because it's the one that you're supposed to find the solution to. There are no losses, only lessons. So what did you learn from the past, the times you were vulnerable in the past? And how can you apply those lessons to creating connections in the now, in the present? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. The card says group because I think a lot of the times the behaviors that one must exhibit in this world in order to really build true friendship, y'all done called it being too friendly. I don't know. This generation is different. Don't text back fast. How dare you show interest in something or someone you're interested in? Just know that the problem you see that everybody else is ignoring is probably because you're supposed to solve it, you know? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Let's get some more messages for the collective. What do you need to know most to walk your highest path out here for your greatest good? This divine masculine archetype deck has been showing up, you know, like a lot in that it's like it wants to talk. It wants to talk to the collective. Cool. I ain't got no problem with that. This deck is about doing your own personal masculine energy. Any blockages, anything that you need to know about your own personal masculine energy and how you can work through it, heal it in order to operate at your highest frequency. Let's see what comes out. You convinced you too friendly because the world around you, girl, what the fuck was that fell? It's not you that's too friendly. It's just that it's about getting into a different environment. I'm gonna explain it to you from my experience, right? I always say I help people overcome the pitfalls that I landed in. I've been there, done that, right? I was raised a certain way. My parents, all my aunts, my uncles, they all was teachers, regardless of my tax bracket. Can I say that I was raised a certain way? But I lived in the hood. I lived, you know, on, you know how they got the neighborhoods. It's like it's 2 blocks over and there's the hood. I lived in that type of neighborhood. 2 blocks over is the hood. I lived on. For people who from Baton Rouge, they might be in. I grew up in Banks. I grew up in Southern Heights. Which Southern Heights and Banks, right? What's the fucking difference? Especially in my young mind. Like, it's 3 streets that way. Like, there's no difference in the neighborhood. Because I was young and I was, again, I wasn't raised to be like materialistic or anything like that. So anyway, I was just this nerd or like, hi kind of kid because my mom and all my aunties and shit like that was teachers. But mind you now, I'm in the hood though, like really, really, really in the hood though. And I was like almost like a nerd, right? A magnet kid. Can you call it that? Like an honor student or, you know, gifted and talented, right? But here I am sharing my gifts. The Bible tells you don't throw your pearls before swine. Sharing my gifts and all of this optimism and hope. You know, it's that new. It's that T.I. movie, new, because here you are having this certain perspective and you're going into the environment where people are living off survival, right? And so when you take yourself out of that environment where people are living off of survival, and you, even though it's challenging because it can be intimidating, putting yourself in an environment around people who can lift you up because you're going to feel like the underdog. You're going to feel like mousy around those big people, but that's really where you need to be. Because if you feel on kill or even a little bit superior than the people around you, then they looking at you, especially if motherfuckers in survival mode, then they looking at you like a target. And you will feel like, I'm too nice, I'm too kind, I'm too giving. You just throwing your pearls before swine. Green as hell, Tam. Green as a foliage. A little piece of, you know how to put the green shit on your plate when you go to a 5-star restaurant? Green like that, bitch. The little moss on the plate you ain't supposed to eat. Yeah, it's green as that, bitch. And here I was just, love, SpongeBob around this bitch, sprinkling hope and happiness all over the hood. Just my stupid ass, right? And then boom, 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 boom. And I was like, why? Why? Like when Mr. Put what Celia's sister name was off the farm, and she was like, why? But once you realize and recognize that those people, that's God's problem, right? Like you want to heal that, you want to help that, you want to restore that, pray for them. Send positive energy toward them. But that's not your role. Your role is to find people who can help you to ascend to the frequency that you're supposed to be on, which means sometimes you got to be the dumbest person in the room. Sometimes you got to be the brokest person in the room. And when you find yourself being the dumbest and the brokest person in the room, baby, that's where you're supposed to be. Because then people going to see you, they say, oh, girl, let me help you. Let me. And it's hard. Sometimes you feel like isolated or alone, I think. But God is always with you. God is always with you. And ever since I took my energy from trying to throw my pearls before swine and really started to string my pearls, so to say, it's been so much better. Let's see how you need to operate activists. Look, we was just kind of talking about it, like this idea of you wanting to break the chains, the mental chains that are kind of like binding people around you. Can I ask, did God break the chains from you? In all of your experiences, didn't God break the chains off of you? Wasn't one particular person that in your life that just woke you up? No, it was a series of unfortunate events that God allowed you to go through that led to your awakening. So do you trust that God could do that for other people? Or do you feel like you need to put yourself in a compromising position in order to do that, right? God gave you gifts, talents, and abilities, and you're supposed to be creating. You're supposed to be creating a space where it's safe for you to create. That's what this feels like. Romantic energy is out here, but I feel like you're in an attempt to do something good, or in an attempt to do something right, or in an attempt to rescue something, right? You're putting yourself in precarious positions. I always want to remind people that Jesus died, right? Like Christians especially. Didn't Jesus die for your sins? So what the fuck are you doing? Saying fuck his sacrifice? His sacrifice doesn't mean anything. It says, by his stripes you are healed. So who are you? What are you doing that's going to be more than what Jesus has already done to bring about healing to the nations? You're supposed to be operating in your gifts. You're supposed to be creating. You're going to cut yourself. You're going to hang yourself more than what Jesus already did. You can't do that. Jesus already paid the price. And if you have faith in that, then act like it. And how you act like it is you operate in your gifts. You say, I see these people broke and struggling or going through what they're going through, and I'm sending them positive energy. For some people, if you're a pastor, if you are some type of leader, maybe that is your charge, right? And you are like called to those people. But for others of you, you're supposed to be creating opportunities for the others like you to be able to move through. That's what this is. And I feel like a lot of times as healers, we don't trust enough in what Christ has already done, right? This is what this feels like to me. Tests and trials. You got your own shit you're supposed to be going through. And I feel like a lot of times you feel like, am I leaving somebody behind? Am I leaving somebody behind? But it's like, do you trust in the power of the divine? God is waking everybody up in their time, in their season. And sometimes you slow down, you delayed because you look back. You ever seen a movie? Then they running, Jason behind them, Freddy Krueger, whoever. They running, they going, they look back. What the fuck is you looking for? What the hell you think is back there? That's what's on this board. Gathering aid energy is out here with diplomat. And rather than looking back for somebody that you got to drag, you got to keep. Come on, man. You got to keep pulling. Come on. What if you look forward to somebody who's trying to lift you up? Rather than looking back, I'm sure I'm going to tell him Kia B and give him his $10 too. Rather than looking back for somebody that you got to drag, what if you look forward to somebody who could move in tandem with you, be even keeled with you, be evenly yoked with you? God forbid it be somebody that can lift you up, huh? That's what I'm tapped into. A little status quo. Huh? So it just feels like, I feel like there's a misdirection. Like you're shooting your arrows at the wrong targets. And there's like God asking you to say, it's like God is saying through me to say to you, right? Didn't I wake you up? Didn't God wake you up? Didn't God give you every experience that you went through, even though they were challenging? It was necessary for you to get to this position where you are now. You're supposed to be taking those gifts and moving them farther. For the people who you feel like are behind you, who you have love and emotion for, don't you think that God has a plan for them as well? Now, there was some obedience. It was some things that you had to do to get to this point to where you can move forward. You had to be obedient to your divine assignment, and that was challenging. You had to kind of like, it had to cut on like, oh, okay, I get it, God. Now these people got to go through the same thing. So be careful that in your effort to help other people get to where you are, you're not slowing your own path. You got to trust that by His stripes. You got to trust that by His stripes, just like you got healed, they gonna get healed. This is what I'm tapped into. And then point your arrow, right? Direct your arrow toward things that can lift you up, toward that forward movement, not anything that you got to drag behind you. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. It's been a while. God damn it. It's been a while. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, and we can see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. We're going to do the elements. Let's start off with Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let me get some shuffles in. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Thank you, Jalabi. Thank you so much for your support. A1 since day one in here moderating the chat, and I know that can be difficult. Y'all make sure y'all show my moderators some love and support. Go blow their shit up. Jalabi, Shantae. Make sure y'all show each subscriber some love and support. Y'all make it a community. We could all be rich. Kia B. Shantae's got a man at home. I'm sorry that your man ain't home. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We could all be rich, baby. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Pookie showing up for you. Temptations. The temptation to go back to outdated paradigms. Obsessions. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Judgment card energy is out here in reverse. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, you know damn well. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, you know better. Judgment card energy is out here, you know better. The last time, I don't know why you over there messing with them people. The Devil card energy is out here with the Judgment. Strength card at the bottom of the deck. It feels like, especially over the next 24 hours, you're going to have to tell yourself no in regards to the things that you have been weaning, maybe like weaning yourself off of in some way, shape, or form. Like, that's what this feels like. The Six of Swords came out. This is you know better, bro. Six of Swords with the Devil card and the Judgment card. And not even from, like, just speculation or just vicariously. You've experienced some things. This thing has put you in bondage before. This circumstance has put you in bondage before. Maybe other people could do it. Maybe you can sit up there and watch other people do it. They not held to the same contract as you. Judgment card is in energies in reverse. Shit. Other people could have did it back in them days, but you had the wrong. Somebody might have a complexion for the protection, and you might see them getting away with shit instead of getting away with shit. But that's not you. So don't you already know that's not you. I mean, been there, done that, bought a fucking hat. So you sit up there and you watch them people commit them crimes and do them scams, and just know that you under a different spiritual contract. The Lord, the ruler of your chart ain't finna go for that. Fairy side, it burns your brain cells, man. It burns your brain cells. Hell, Knight of Wands energy is out here. And it's something like anger. It's something that you already know damn well that when you start participating in it, you go far. You take it two-way. You take it way too motherfucking far. Especially if you get with that one person. Especially if you get with that one partner in crime. I know this motherfucker ain't going nowhere in my motherfucking car. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Right. You already know damn well. You already know damn well. And it's something that you have a proclivity to, too. So don't flip and flash the fuck out on nobody and find yourself under judgment in some way, shape, or form, because that's what it looks like. It also looks like somebody want that for you. You got to be aware. Sometimes 6 of swords with the page of swords is 7 swords. Right? You got to be aware of how motherfuckers will, like this man right here, and the character that he played and how he kept getting clawed in trouble. And if you do, I'm going to put the sheets on you. Magician card energy out here as I'm saying that. I had walked all the way out with the High Priestess. Heavy Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy showing up in your spread. And heavy on compelling, compulsion, and impulsive ideas and emotions. Urging you or ushering you in the wrong direction. Empress energy is out here with the Sun card. I like this energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I like it. High Priestess. Judgment. Very intellectual. Magician. Very, very intellectual. The ability to manipulate reality, so much so that other people are aware of this capacity that you have. In the past, it was easy to, I don't know, stick a dick in your mouth. I'm sorry. Shit, but for real, bro. For real, bro. Like, it was easy to get you hooked or beside yourself. You know, your energy was, it's like Wizard of Oz, like somebody else controlling it, somebody else controlling it. Since you've gained control of your energy, the Empress energy is out here with the Sun card. It feels like there are collected, like working together, people working together, or entities and energies. Because I tell y'all all the time, we battle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities. And these entities and these energies are trying to bring out a version of you that you worked hard to heal. This is what I'm tapped into. These entities and these energies want to spit on you. They want to bring out a version of you that you worked very hard to heal, bro. One of the most important things for you to do is stop hesitating or procrastinating on some, like, cut some ties, some severed, some karmic ties that you need to cut. Other than that, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, I see you operating in this Empress energy, and I see a bunch of people wanting to come toward that. They miss when you was in that Yoda kicking doors. They miss when you was broken. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head, lowered eyes, shoulders falling like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cry. So then they'll do shit. And they'll do shit under the guise of, and then when you do that, this shit you do with that godly force, with that, like, they showing me like Thor. When you swing the hammer of Thor, then you can be criminalized and demonized, which is what they have been doing to your power your whole life. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something to help. Trying to bring that nigga out you. 7 of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. 7 of Cups energy is out here with fuck your couch. They try, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I'm finna get out your energy now. They trying to bring that nigga out you. You heard me? All your success, all your accolades, all your Grammys, all your award-winning hit songs, that don't matter. They want to see that nigga come out you. King of Wands energy is in reverse with the 7 of Cups. Temperance angel energy is in reverse. The 7 of Cups making a band. The 7 of Cups is, in this card, the energy is not realizing and recognizing your own true gifts, talents, and abilities, and then putting yourself in a group or in a crowd or subjecting yourself to another person's leadership because you haven't yet recognized your own gifts, talents, and abilities. King of Wands energy is in reverse, right? And so there are situations and circumstances, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that will really not allow you to operate at capacity. That's what this feels like. Temperance angel energy is in reverse, right? If you think of it, right, like gangster rap to Snoop Dogg, right? Because it boxed him in. It really didn't allow him to grow and expand. And when he kind of let that title go of being this one particular way, then it opened him up to so many other opportunities. And that's what this feels like. It's something, it's been showing up a lot. King of Cups energy is out here with the King of Wands. This dual nature, this duality, this it's like something that got you far. You know, them walking over the Brooklyn Bridge. Something that got you very far. That maybe even brought a lot of exposure in your life can still only take you so far. It's like crossing over or going to the next level. That's what this feels like to me. It's like your spirit team is wanting you to cross over and go to the next level, but some type of loyalty or fidelity to an outdated paradigm could be keeping you in prison. Here we are together, ready to do whatever. We started off as boys, now we're men and we're making noise. Say what? It's growing, it's expansive. At one point in time, this thing was healthy, it was watering, it was nurturing, but now it's like a flower pot, and the roots are overgrowing it. You have to be replanted into a broader soil. It's like a fish tank, and the fish is outgrowing it. It needs a bigger tank. Was anything wrong with the original tank? Was anything bad about the original tank? No. Still outgrowing it though. That's what this is. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles been showing up a lot. I told y'all that. Opportunities for expansion and abundance, and you done got all you can get from a certain version of yourself. It's time for you to go into the next one. And a lot of times it's certain identities that we hold on to. For me, it was my accent. Y'all hear me talk, but this is when I talk. This is me still changing my accent, because if I just talk like how I regular talk, you wouldn't understand shit I'm saying. That's how Baton Rouge I am, for real. How high energy is out here. In order for me to be able to speak, and I'm sure it's people in all states and people in other parts of the world that might be listening, people who might just learning how to speak English. So if they're going to understand what I'm saying, then I have to drop that accent and speak as clearly and concisely as I can speak. Is anything wrong with where I'm from? Hell no. Did that shit make me who I am today? Hell yeah. But is it going to allow me to grow as far as I can? No. So you got to cut it off. Dead ends. Like you get your hair cut, you say cut these split ends out. Why? You cut your hair so it can grow. Ace of Pentacles. That's what this is. And Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, your spirit team is saying, look at Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, get down. And in order for you to grow in the ways that God is allowing you or even beckoning you for you to grow, is certain identities, certain ways of behaving that you feel like, well, that's just me. And that got me to where I am today. And da 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 da. You still got to let that shit go. Because that was you and that is you. And you so much more than that. You so much more than that. Three of Swords energy is out here. And that mentality, that shit'll hold you back. The World card energy is out here with the Two of Cups. So it's like a choice out here. It's like a choice out here. Are you going to hold on to that outdated paradigm that keeps you suppressed? Or are you going to explore, and we got a 3-3 angel number, or are you going to explore the opportunities that God have for expansion out here for you? That's what it feels like. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What you going to do? What you going to do? You want to hear it. I don't even know if I could just cut it on like that. I don't even know if I could just cut it on like that, because if I try to cut it on like that, then I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But I have one. Just trust me that sometimes I have one, and then when I'm talking to my people, and we be talking about what we be talking about, then we be running. You know what I'm saying? We talk about like yeah with a little yeah. And we be talking about yeah, ooh yeah, like that, yeah. No. It get thick. It get thick. Say, baby, where y'all going? Hey, where y'all going? Like what? I'm talking about when I went to Alaska. I didn't know I had an accent until I went to Alaska. And you say something like, where y'all going? Right? Because you say, where y'all gone, like go on, right? So in Alaska, they're used to hearing, where are you all going? So you say, where y'all going? Ma'am, are you mild mentally? Where y'all finna go? What you said? Like, what the fuck did you just say? Baby. It's not until you get out of the water, so to say, and then you hear yourself speak that you realize that, damn, I do have an accent. Yeah, I'm not saying the word correctly. Oh Lord, Appalachia, you doing something? That's a completely. It's a lot of times we have these languages, these colloquialisms is what they called. And if you wanted to like pig Latin, like pig Latin, it's a colloquialism. And if you wanted to talk in a way that nobody else understood, you could. But a lot of times our languages get suppressed. And they call this shit like ebonics or slang or what is it, AAVE. But those are our languages. Like, how you go in the nail salon, or maybe you go to the ice cream shop and they start speaking their native languages. You have a native language too. They just suppress yours and tell you it's wrong. Anyway, who we on? We did Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Let's go Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Yeah, Ebonics. That's a whole language, but they won't tell you that. King of Cups energy is out here. It keeps coming out. This is for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Queen of Swords with the Hermit card. Don't nobody have to know. Like, in the Bible talks about the Bible is talking about fasting, but I'm using this example from the Bible, right? In the Bible, they're talking about fasting, and they're saying, don't do it for everybody to see it, because when you do it for everybody to see it, you have your reward that comes with it: the attention, the accolades, the notoriety, people patting you on your back and saying, "Good job, Divine One." That's all you get. But when you do it secretly, when you do it because of the act of doing it, because of what the role represents, right? Then God will bless you, and God will bless you manifold. And it's something about not doing it for everybody's attention, and not doing it for everybody to know about it, or for everybody to praise you about it, right? You've heard about a lot of these tattoo shops. You heard about these strip clubs getting together after the viralness of the lady calling the churches and asking for baby food. You done heard about strip clubs. You done heard about motorcycle gangs. I heard the church of Lucifer or whoever it was did a baby drive, right? They all got it. Was not, it's not for the notoriety, because even though Christianity, first of all, Christianity is a coven, and it's one of the biggest covens on this planet, but they don't call it that for whatever reason, but it's definitely a coven. And so this group of people who were supposed to be for the people, that are not taxed, is supposed to be for the people. There's people that's criminalized and demonized that's coming together and doing things, right? That's what this feels like. King of Cups, emotional composure, emotional, right? Queen of Swords, recognizing the emotions in others. God, you see, I chose Morgan Freeman as God for the King of Cups, right? Recognizing the emotions in others and then bestowing benevolence unto them. Not Hermit card energies out here, but not for no notoriety, not for no attention, not for nobody's acclaim except for the Most High. That's what this looks like. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. 4 of Cups energy is out here. One thing that you'll find about any type of notoriety or claim, whenever people start to say your name a lot, or speak your name a lot, or talk about what you're doing a lot, is it could be somewhat of a spirit attached to it. The comedian Kevin Hart came out on stage in one of his big stand-up Laugh at My Pain, I think it was. In the beginning of the stand-up, he comes out on stage, and you can hear the roar of the crowd. It feels palpable. It feels like an entity. It feels thick. And he says, that's the shit. He says, that's that shit that causes people to lose it, right? When Dave Chappelle was about to get the $60 million from Comedy Central, he fled to Africa, and it's this type of energy. Are you doing it for man's approval, man's accolades, man's acknowledgement, man's validation? Because if you do it for man's validation, once they figure out that you're doing it for their validation, they take it far. And they get to want you to sell your soul, proverbially, for whatever little pat on the back that they give you, for them to keep telling you you're pretty, for them to keep telling you, oh, you're doing a good job, they'll want you to sell your soul for it. Shuck and jive, nigga. Dance, nigga, right? And so you got to do it for God. Because they'll pull that weapon out and they'll shoot it at your feet, and they'll expect you to shuck and jive. What they told LeBron James, just shut up and dribble. We don't want to hear your political opinions, nigga. And that's what's on this board. Knight of Pentacles energy is out with the 7 of Swords, right? If you doing it, and sometimes it happens subtly, right? You started off doing it with very altruistic reasons, and the next thing you know, the money motivating you, or the accolades, or the people patting you on your back is motivating you, and then the next thing you know, motherfuckers see that and they say, oh, okay, how can I flip this motherfucking script? But when you silent about it, when don't nobody need to know what you're doing and how you're doing it, or heavy on what's motivating you, then they can't usurp your mission. Nine of Wands energy is out here with the Knight of Wands. Heavy on. There's an energy out here of like wanting to know what your dope is. Like, what type of success, what type of power? I've been telling y'all this all week. What would you do for a Klondike bar? And it's like an entity that wants to know, is it fame that you want? Is it Do you want a relationship? Do you want community? Do you want connection? What is it that you want? Do you want a lot of money? But it's sinister. Seven of Swords in the middle of the spread. It wants to know what it is that you want so it can take you away. So it can take you away slowly and subtly from the original plan. In this movie right here, The Green Book, he was a classical musician. He was a classical pianist. And he wanted to represent that black people could play classical music, that they were intelligent, that they had culture, right? And he had to break that thing down like incrementally. He had to do it crumb by crumb, and he couldn't get distracted in the money that he was making. He couldn't get distracted in the relationships that he was having, and that's what's on this board. It feel like heavy on somebody trying to distract you with the cheers, or somebody trying to distract you with some type of external validation. And as long as you keep your motivation to yourself and you keep moving around that motivation, I'm not saying don't accept the cheers, I'm not saying don't accept the gifts and the rewards, but that can't be what drive you. That can't be what drive you. The revelation and the realization of other people seeing the power of what God looked like when he moved through you, it looks like the motivation, and that gotta be it, and you gotta keep that to yourself. Because once these witches and these warlocks find out what your motivation is, they coming forward. Girl, I gotta watch my back, because I'm not just anybody. Is this type of energy. Your light is inspiring other people to shine their light. And if powers that be find out that your light can be cut on and off by money, with a few trinkets bought and sold and traded on the black market for a few trinkets, then they gonna figure out what them trinkets is and try to put your shit on the black market. And that's what this feels like. Girl, I cannot believe this motherfucker felt like I could just get in your fucking car and drive around. Bitch, ain't got a fucking quarter. That car don't need to be paid today. Guess what? Motherfucker can't pay it. Motherfucker can't pay it. Who will make you get in somebody's fucking car and decide that you want it? Bitch, that insurance come draft out that account today? Motherfucker ain't gonna put that motherfucking insurance back in my account. Bitch, who turn it is? I'm gonna try not to revert back to my old habits today, but y'all might hear about me. What? Who turn it is? That's crazy as hell to me. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, right? It's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius turn. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. That is crazy to me. And then, so I'm live, right? So you're going to do it while I'm live because I'm vulnerable. Because you know I'm focused on my live, and you know I really give a fuck about my channel and my content. So you wait till I'm vulnerable. You wait. Bitch! Dear God, please. Amen. Oh, you gonna wait till I'm vulnerable? I'm gonna wait till you vulnerable, bitch. Now that's wrong, huh? That's wrong. That's wrong, huh? Who turn it is? It's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius turn. Say the best for last, face ass. We did all the other elements. It's above me now. It's way above me. Five of Pentacles. God, don't start talking to me in my consciousness right now. I want to be angry. Five of Pentacles is what somebody feel like they putting you out of is actually, putting you in a position to grow. Somebody trying to exile you out of something, make you feel left out of something. Likely something that your hands, your green thumb, your growing hands cause to grow. The feminine energy in this particular movie is being put out of her home. The home that she built, right? The home that she caused to expand, right? But what happens is it gives you this opportunity to expand beyond what you thought was possible. Five of Pentacles energy is out here with the Five of Cups. Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energies out here with the Eight of Pentacles energies in reverse. You got to be careful of what and who you're investing in. But also, more than anything, I do see somebody or something that you invested in not appreciating all of the investment that you made. But it's important for you to recognize that you are the investor, that you're the benefactor, that you're the one with all of the resources. And if you could build up something, if you could build up somebody's confidence, if you could build up their self-esteem, if you can help this person build in there so much so that they feel like, oh, now they can leave behind you, then you can invest in yourself like that. That's what this feels like. Nobody can leave you out of nothing that you built. What happens is when they try to put you out of something that you built, that thing that you built crumbles, and then you can go and build elsewhere. That's what this feels like. Page Page of Cups energy is out here with the Eight of Pentacles energy is in reverse. I don't like it. I feel like somebody who didn't appreciate what you was doing, who doesn't appreciate what you're doing, is going to try to make you feel like you ain't doing nothing. Then when you say, okay, you don't want it, give it back. You take your energy back. You take your time back. You take your investment back. They say, oh, but I do want it. Oh, but I do want it. Oh, hell no. Queen of Wands energy is out here. The biggest obstacle that I see in this energy is that you don't recognize that you're the benefactor. She didn't recognize that she was the benefactor. I don't care if he was making all of the money. She was the benefactor. She was the one building everything, keeping everything together, making sure everything that's run. When he got with her, all his shit crumpled. That's what this is. Queen of Wands, you don't recognize your power. You don't recognize your strength. And then a lot of times you'll use your strength and your power for other people, but you won't use your strength and your power for yourself. That's what this feels like. Emperor card energy is out here with the Queen of Wands. But when you take your strength and your power that you have so many times used to protect other people and apply to your life, then I see you establishing something. Because you do good work. You're really a benefit to anybody's life, to anybody's company, to anybody's anything. But if you don't recognize it, Wheel of Fortune energy is out here, then narcissist people will always try to make you feel like you ain't doing shit. The Sun card energy is out here. It's been coming out a lot. Ace of Pentacles energy. Sun card is minor arcana Sun. The Ace of Pentacles is minor arcana Sun. The Sun is the major arcana Sun. So there are opportunities and there are ops. And that's what's been coming up most today. 555 angel number. Sun card, Emperor card. 555 with the Wheel of Fortune. There are opportunities and there are ops. And you are in a position to where you have to like maneuver through them all. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Remember that it's your light that's inspiring other people to shine their light. So keep shining your light. And this is how you're going to represent. This is how you're going to be able to distinguish the ops from the opportunities. The ops don't want you to shine your light. They always trying to create conditions that make you dim your light. They act as if they're appalled that you're shining your light. The opportunities want you to shine that shit brighter. I am so grateful for you. I appreciate your time, your energy, your love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I cannot wait until our nightcap because I know today is going to be an interesting day. And I cannot wait to tell you all about it. But let's see what comes out of this deck. Let's get a collective message. We really made good time today. I want you to go forward and be powerful on purpose. Let's see what you need to know most. If you're ever interested in getting a private and personal session, you should check out my website, www.TarotOnDex.com. Sun, Ace of Pentacles with this role model card. I'm nervous. As good as it can get good, that's how bad it can get bad. But you got to realize and recognize that people are watching you. Now, in everything that you've been doing and everything that you've been doing well, that people are watching you. In times in the past, you ain't have nothing to lose. And so risking it was risking not much. Now you're risking a little bit more. Contracts energy is out here with binding agreements. So there's something to lose here. Love, wealth, abundance, you got something to lose here. And so a lot of times we talk about being, right? Like being who you see yourself being. Already speaking like the person who you see yourself becoming. Already walking and dressing and talking like the person who you see yourself becoming. And that's what this is going to be about today. It's going to be about temptations. We saw the devil card come up. People trying to pull you out of your character. Pull you out of your character. And the thing is to not give people power. In the past, getting out of character might have been easier than it is today because you had nothing to lose. But think about everything that you would be setting aside if you make this move. And you have to ask yourself going forward, is the risk worth the reward? This is a collective message. Is the risk worth the reward? Empowerment. Man, you've done so much work on yourself, bro. Niggas is really proud of you. Niggas is really jealous of you. Niggas see the abundance coming into your life, like literally, like it's not going nowhere. Niggas see the love coming in your life, it's not going nowhere. They see the star card shining in your life, healing, prosperity, accolades, and acclaim, it's not going nowhere. The only way, I've been telling y'all this all week, the only way these witches can do anything to affect what you got working is to get you to cause it to crumble. This is what I'm tapped into. They got to get you to misrepresent yourself. And it take years to build a reputation. It takes years to build a reputation, and you can ruin that shit in one day. Gossip lies is already motherfuckers wanting to talk about your spiritual rank, but they can't talk about your spiritual rank in this capacity because everybody will know they hating. If they talked about your spiritual capacity, now Pink and Purple been showing up a lot all week. If they talk about your spiritual capacity, then people would know they hate. But if you step outside of yourself and you step outside of this character and you step outside of this role, this vision that you manifested of yourself, then you're giving them exactly what they want. They want to be able to interfere with the way people see you and the way you are seen. Remember, we've been talking about it all week. They want to change the way people see you. They want to change the way you look. Don't make it easy for the witches. Rewind and rethink. And think about when you handle this situation or circumstance, when you handle this op, when you handle this devil, think about how your higher self would handle it. I am so grateful for you. I appreciate your time, your energy, your love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something. You're going to jail. No, I'm just playing. I always hope I'm saying something else. And I hope I see you tonight for the nightcap. If you're interested in getting a private and personal session, check out our website, www.TarotOnDex.com. You can also go to the link tree. Link tree is /TarotOnDex. And until we meet again, be powerful on purpose. Wholeness, infinite waters flowing through you. Take it easy.